Hi there, Gemini. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Thanks for stopping by. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize the energy to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. If this is the first time you've been here, I'd like to invite you to also check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. And the reason for that is your sun sign reflects how you feel inside and how you're going to react to the things, that are happening and how they affect you inside. And then your rising sign is how the world sees you and how you interact with the world. And the moon sign is how you feel about the things that are going on in the environment around you and how you may or may not react to that. Okay, so that's just a little, just because people wonder. So you should really always check out all three. Sometimes one will resonate for you more than the other. To my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much. I feel like there's another card. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much. Your likes, your shares, your subscribes are really helping me grow my channel, and I find it very, very exciting. And oh my gosh, you have a lot going on. Spirit's ready to talk, so let's go ahead and get to it. You know, I like to start with a conversation started from Spirit, and Spirit says they sent you the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a lot of fresh, fiery energy, which is a great way to start this week. We've got the moon in Leo anyway, so it's a great way to get out there and get things going, but it's about exploring and discovering new things and being excited about what you're seeing, and that's wonderful energy. We also have the Two of Pentacles, which is that work-life balance. Like I'm working and I'm trying to keep everything going and trying to keep everything balanced, and so there's an energy of there's a lot going on. I mean, there's a lot going on, a lot of demands. Hey, I need you over here. I got you over here. Can you help me with this? I've got this. I'm trying to get through here, right? So there's a lot of very excited energy. And look, you're starting some kind of a project where people are paying you money to do things. Who doesn't like that? This is the entrepreneurial spirit coming through here. So Gemini, this is in your third house. This Leo energy starting out the week is in your third house of communication. And so what are you communicating about? How are you going where you want to go? Getting done what you want to get done. So let's find that out. So this card on Sunday is inviting you to take action. See how he's springing forth. Woo, I'm moving now. Okay, so it's like breaking free, getting out there, getting things done, and it's releasing. It's a lot of releasing energy, which is great because we're coming up on that full moon on Tuesday. And so if something's been holding you back, it's time to start moving, right? Take some action. So to get a little guidance on this, I'm going to use Colette Baron Reed's The Wisdom of the Oracle. All the cards below that I use are listed in the description box, along with a calculator to help you figure out what your sun, moon, and rising is if you do not know. So Sunday evening through Monday will be a really great time to be very productive, to take this kind of action, right? And so let's just see what kind of guidance. That was fast. And we have exchanging gifts. So exchanging gifts means the give and the take, right? I'm giving and I'm taking in fairly equal measure. And everybody is getting something out of it. And if you look, you know, this is definitely, these people are getting their dogs walked, which takes some time off of them. He looks happy about it. Hey, he's getting out in nature. Walking dogs is not a bad job in the summer. Or maybe the spring or the fall, however you want to look at that. But he's getting paid for it, right? So they're giving him money for him to go do something. And so it's time to take action on some kind of a project that has this give and take energy to it. Now, it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be volunteering. You could decide to go out and volunteer for something, and you get, by you giving your time and your energy, you're getting back emotional satisfaction. So there's lots of ways you can do give and take, right? But it's about maybe checking out, looking to see what are your options. Looks like there's a lot of things that it could be. How do you balance it all? But get out there and discover what it is that really moves you, that you really want to do. And then we have on the sun. Wow, there goes my voice. The sun moves into Pisces at 6:04 p.m. on Monday, and then the moon is going to move into Virgo at 9:47 a.m. on Tuesday. And so what we have going on is that they call this the purity moon, the snow moon, but think that a more appropriate name might be the storm moon, right? Because we aren't all in the northern hemisphere. We aren't all experiencing snow, but pretty much around the world, we're experiencing some major weather events. It's just been crazy. There's lots of storms. I mean, Hawaii is dealing with 40 to 60 mile an hour winds. There's excessive heat going on in the southern hemisphere around Australia. We've got in North America, we've got ice and snow and rain and freezing rain going on. And so I think the storm moon is a very appropriate name for it, but it's a full moon and it's a super moon again, which is really interesting. We have 3 super moons in a row. We had one in January, the blood moon, which was due to the eclipse, and so it made it that reddish color. And then this one's going to be super bright. It's going to look like it's 14% larger in the sky. It's not actually, but it'll look that way. If you get out right when it comes up over the moonrise, it's going to look really huge and bright and white and just full of energy, and there's so much power with it. And because it's a super moon, then it can really attract in things for you. So what do you want? So this is why when we have a full moon and a new moon, I always say, to write down either what you want or what you want to release. So what do you want to release? That's important because it's a full moon. But I think more importantly, because it's a super moon, it has that attraction aspect to it. What are you grateful for? Because when you write down what you're grateful for and you turn that over to spirit and you're like, yeah, I really appreciate that I have, enough time or enough money or enough resources or that I have enough love or whatever it is, that I have enough heat in my house, that I have an air conditioner that works, whatever it is. When you write down what you are grateful for your friends and your family, then the universe recognizes that you are recognizing them and they will send you more. And so that's what the law of attraction is about. And the supermoon has the ability to really magnify that. To really magnify that. See the magnifying lens? So he's all excited because he has found this snail. What are you excited about? What do you want to magnify? What are you grateful for? It's a really great opportunity. Okay, so let's get you a little guidance on utilizing this power of this Virgo full moon. And you have the cat, independence and healthy boundaries. Okay, so Leo, I'm Leo. I say Leo because I see the cat. Gemini, this is happening in your 4th house of home. So what are you grateful for about home? But where do you need to set the boundaries? Are you giving enough? Are you taking enough? It's really, this week is about kind of finding the balance, right? Finding the balance of the give and the take. But this one looks like he's got a lot of demands and maybe he needs to find a way to move from that 2 of Pentacles to this Page of Pentacles where things look much more in balance and the sky looks calm, right? So moving out of this energy into this energy through healthy boundaries, like, okay, that's too much. You guys need to back off a little bit. Maybe that's what you need to release. Maybe you need to put down a plate so you're just carrying the one. Maybe you need to find a way to enjoy your job more, discover what it is that will make your life feel more balanced, setting these healthy boundaries and attracting in the kind of relationship with life that you want to have, that ease of, I still have the freedom to do this, but I give this, I have this, I'm giving that, right? So finding that kind of balance for yourself. And then on Thursday, speaking of balance, the moon moves into Libra, which is all about balance. And for you, that is in your 5th house of fun and romance. And if you're a business entrepreneur, that would be the creative part there. It's creativity and action. So here we have self-reflection. So again, finding that balance by looking at your life and seeing what it is. Now, this is very typical of Gemini to have their head above their emotions and be thinking about it. But I want you to notice that because now the sun is in Pisces, I want you to feel your emotions. You don't have to make your decisions emotionally, but with your emotions in mind. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? How can you move your life in a positive direction where, you're giving and you're taking, but not out of balance, right? You're seeking the balance and you're seeking the pleasure. And you're going to find this through self-reflection, using the energy of the Libra moon to really focus in on this. So if you're releasing some of the things that are making you feel all scattered and crazy, what can you do? Self-reflect. How can I create this where I'm getting paid for what I love to do? I'm getting paid, and being paid for what you love to do doesn't have to be monetary. It could be emotional satisfaction. It could be, something to do with your family and paid by having a healthy, happy family life. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to consider being paid, but this says rebirth, rejuvenate yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality, right? So what do you want to release so that you can bring in and you can make these changes and with these healthy boundaries? How can you create the happiness that you really want? The joy. Every day should have elements of joy in it. I mean, look at this. He's out there discovering stuff, and he looks joyful, and everybody's enjoying like the discovery of things, and he looks happy doing his work. So there's play and there's work and there's joy in both. So how do you find that kind of balance, right? How do you reinvent your life? How do you rebirth the joy and the happiness into your life? Use a little self-reflection to figure out how to bring the pleasure back into your life. That thing that actually fills you with joy. And then, your Saturday, when that moon moves into Scorpio, that's in your 6th house of day-to-day activities. So it's part of that same thing, finding that balance, right? Work and life and home and happiness. And the moon is actually in the position of balance and finding beauty and joy in life. So beauty and joy and balance in your day-to-day activities. And that's also your health. That's also your health. So if you're not taking care of yourself because you're so overwhelmed, find a way. Look for a way that you can, keep it all in balance and be out there in nature. So I'm going to get you a card to help you with that. And we have igniting your courage. So if something's been holding you back because you're like, oh, I'm not sure that'll work. I'm not sure if I have the energy for that. It says I'm strong, I'm valiant, and I'm courageous. So get on your horse and ride, right? Take some action. Look, he's like flying forward. Get the flag flying behind him. I'm leaping over the boundary line, which is the river in this, but I'm breaking through some barriers. I'm pushing myself forward. Healthy boundaries, yes. Don't be overwhelmed, but find the joy in life. Look for it. It's there, and it's in the simplest of things sometimes, right? It's I was talking to a girl yesterday who she's retired now. She's just recently retired, and she's so excited because she spent the day working with this organization that went into people's homes and brought them. They didn't have enough furniture. They didn't have dishes. I don't know what the deal was that this was the situation. But anyways, so this group she works with, they went in and they set up the home. They made the bed. They did the dishes. They put them away. They really helped. And oh my gosh, she was glowing about it. So find that thing that brings you the joy, where you're feeling valued and yet it's in balance, right? She has time to do it now because she is retired. Okay, so you want to keep it in balance. And this says, oh, magenta, connect to your deepest inner knowing. So it's a red color. It's connecting with the root of who you are, your deepest inner knowing, your basic inner knowing, igniting that courage, going forth, taking care of yourself and giving in equal measure, healthy boundaries, exchanging gifts, right? Wow. So I feel like Gemini, like you have a mission, like you're being given a mission with this full moon. Like, okay, this is a new thing and we're moving into spring and it's an opportunity to grow something up in value for you, right? And so get out there and do that. I will see you back here next week. You take care of yourself. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Tell me if this resonated and if it did, how it did. And if you didn't like the video, thumbs down doesn't really help me help you. So leave me a comment. Tell me why you didn't like the video. And if you ask me a question, I will take a couple minutes and I'll pull a couple cards and try to help you out with that. and I'll just leave it in the comment section for you. So you all have a great week. You take care, and I'll talk to you soon.